Hello people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sorin and today we're gonna review the T54D. This is gonna be an upcoming tier 9 medium tank from Germany, which is gonna be available for your cache inside the Shamlock Emerald crates. Obviously they're gonna be starting off tomorrow, I guess March the 14th, 2024. So yeah, we're gonna get new content hidden under the obviously the paywall. But yeah, the vehicle itself, it's called the T54D. We're gonna compare it to the standard T54 and the reward, actually campaign reward, T55A. So yeah, those are gonna be my main picks in this comparison. And the name, I don't know why they call it T54D, because it's more like T54S if you think about it, because they shielded first of all, and on top of that is slow. So yeah, I don't know why they should change it, but obviously jokes aside, the vehicle itself, starting off with what is changed about the main ammo. Well, it has a 105mm main armament with 390 alpha damage, which obviously we're gonna trade harder, you're gonna deal a higher hit. But this is the cost for the DPM. As you can see, you have 2200 DPM, which is way less than the T55A, and it's actually it's a tiny touch worse than the T54, but this T54 uses the accurate gun. If you put the DPM gun on this, yeah, the vehicle is just kind of lacking its DPM, to say so. But yeah, bad news for DPM for this tank is gonna be more like I think like a heavy tank in terms of chipping your enemies away, but you kind of are connecting all of your shells and penetrating mostly of them, because on your standard rounds you get 268 millimeters of APCR pen that are flying at the speed of 1500, which is 50% faster than those two vehicles in this comparison. So in terms of the ammunition, the vehicle looks fairly nice. I mean, I actually really like the ammunition of this 268. I mean, you can penetrate mostly of the weak points of all the tanks that you're meeting, and obviously if you're struggling, you can always load hit, but disappointment for the hit round, 300 only, whereas other two vehicles get 330 in this comparison. And if you're a full pay to win guy, you can just obviously use 330 hit on the TPM gun on the T55, and you're just gonna have, obviously you're gonna, you know, destroy your enemies completely. But yeah, this vehicle is gonna be slowly but steadily is gonna dish up damage, but nothing to really to worry about it. But I think I actually can say that you are worried about whenever you fully pump out the vehicle DPM on the competitors, like let's say the DPM gun on the T54. You can get it down to points where you can perma-track enemies. With the T54D, you will not be able to perma-track enemies because your reload is longer, and actually it's way longer. But yeah, you carry enough ammunition, I guess, to obviously to last to the battle. Desired ammo loadout, I guess, is gonna be like 25, 13, and 2. But obviously it's gonna be depending on your playstyle of how many credits you have. But that will be my desired ammunition. But yeah, there's the gun, and this is where this vehicle is taking a hit, and well, obviously you can say that hey, it's a bit better than the T54. But let's actually put the competitive gun on the T54, and yeah, we can see that the vehicle is red in this category. But yeah, aiming time is longer, and it's like Russian heavy tank longer. 2.6 for the aiming time. That's not a big of a problem considering if you have good gun handling, but the vehicle has twice the gun handling of the T55A, which is a problem. I mean, T54 gets once again like twice as good gun handling than this vehicle, which basically means you're kind of sacrificing most of your equipment slots just for to get gun handling, whereas like on a T55A you don't really need vertical stabilizer, so you can invest into something else, like probably like a turbocharger, probably a hardening. So this vehicle is gonna be limited to using vertical stabilizer mostly of the times. And yeah, even your turret reverse, it's bad. I mean, actually it's not bad because you get the same as a T54, but yeah, look at this, look at the T55A 0.1. I mean, you basically get little to no bloom whenever you turn your turret. So yeah, this vehicle is not really shining in terms of the gun handling and the DPM. So by the looks of it, it is not really catching my money, to say so. But obviously, it's balanced. Next, about vehicle's flexibility, it is the same as a T54. You get, by the looks of it, only 5 degrees on gust depression, which is gonna be a problem for most of you. But for the guys that know how to use tanks with 5 degrees, it's not gonna be really a problem because you know where to take it. And considering you're gonna have sturdy turret, yeah, I mean you can actually play some cooldown, but getting into the position, that's gonna be the question. Yeah, once again, we are pretty much like on red over here. You get 40 forward speed, which is 10 less than the T55A, which is 16 less than the T54. Obviously, because you get good ground resist, you're kind of touching your top speed mostly of the times, even on soft. But the T55A, even on soft, is getting 50 kilometers, is reaching its top speed. So yeah, the vehicle doesn't really get good news. The reverse speed is once again lowered, it's only 15, it's not 20. The engine power is a bit weaker, and it's like even heavy, it's heavy tank slow at a power to weight ratio of just under 13. I mean, I'm thinking of the 1 to 22 TM if it's having 13 or less. So I guess it's gonna get kind of the same mobility if you are asking me. But the vehicle weighs actually 45 ton, which is obviously a benefit if people want to ram you. But you know, I'll rather weight 7.5 ton less, just to go tiny touch quicker, have better power to weight ratio, and yeah, obviously you have the same terrain resistance as the T55A, so the vehicles are kind of familiar. The turret and the tank traverse, obviously this vehicle is getting obliterated by the other two mediums. Just look at it. Just look at this comparison. This vehicle is looking more like a heavy than a medium tank. But yeah, in terms of the armor, it is pretty much like copy pasted from a T55A model, but that you get 150 less hit points. I mean, yeah, and on top of that, you get 50 less hit points than the T54. This vehicle doesn't look right. I mean, it looks way too balanced, if you ask me. But all of those, you know, the mobility nerf, the hit points nerf, the firepower nerf, the gun handling nerf, you pretty much invest them into one thing, and that is armor. You get some screen shields, which are versus a PCRs, the better looks of it. The turret is fairly impenetrable. I mean, you obviously have the cupolas that can you hide them? I mean, yeah, I guess they are gonna be smaller to see, but obviously you can see them. The upper plate is like 300ish, which is heavy tank, like even heavy tanks like S-Kong upper plate. The lower plate is once again 250. That is very nice for a medium tank. You can actually play heavy side and just obliterate the heavies. You actually get on top of that 60 meters of space armor over the tracks, which means you can side scrape and have a good decent chance of actually ricocheting. So yeah, the vehicle's armor looks very nice, if you ask me. But yeah, obviously those things are gonna be very effective against hit. I mean, yeah, hit is not gonna go through mostly of the chance, but obviously if you aim, if you have a good decent gun and you can actually aim them, obviously you can shoot under the mantle. Those are gonna be like the viewports over here and nearly the tracks, but obviously if the vehicle is gonna be kind of hard to to actually hit them. So yeah, the vehicle is gonna be fairly nice against hit rounds and HE rounds. But versus the AP and APCR, I mean, yeah, they're gonna block some shells, but still AP and APCRs are gonna go in mostly of the time. So yeah, the vehicle is once again getting so much armor. It is just demanding you to fire a hit at it, firing premium rounds, just investing those credits, buying premium time, and just let's max it out. Okay, maxing the vehicle out. What do you want? You want minus 50% for the damage gun, because the vehicle will probably most of the time is gonna get hit in the gun. You want what do you want? Yeah, you want better accuracy. Well, not accuracy, better gun handling. You want 3% less concealment. Do you want that? You kind of don't want it. Yet you don't want to go 13, whereas on a T55A you kind of could go 18. You want survivability slot, 2 km/h top speed for 3% view range. I mean, with 380 meters view range, it's a bit ashamed. I mean, whereas with where is it? View range. Where are you hiding? Yeah, there it is. The view range is 380, which is less than the 395 that you get on T55A, and 10 less that you get on the Tech 3 variant. So once again, you kind of don't really want to invest your things willy-nilly. So you kind of want to go for whatever it's best suiting your playstyle and your equipment. Personally, you kind of want to go 2 km faster just to get into position quicker. You will want to use a turbocharger just to go to keep up with some faster heavies, and you want to put yourself a gun rammer, and on top of that you want to put yourself, let's actually put a bounty vertical stabilizer just for the calculations. There we go. Next, if you want to put yourself brothers in arms to conceal, actually, because this vehicle is a premium tank, you get bonds, you get credits, and you get also training. So let's fully max it out, because you're gonna have your your Leopard crew, your A50M crew, armorer, clutch braking, off-road. Actually, let's put everything. There we go, everything in. The vehicle is gonna get 397 meters of view range. If you put the food in, if you put the chocolate, 416, yeah, it's not gonna reach. But if you put this, nearly there, 442. So if you go 2 km/h slower, yeah, you kind of, I mean, actually don't know what to say about this piece of equipment. I'll go 2 km/h faster, but sacrifice all the view range. This is a very good one. This is a very interesting debate over here. Or you can actually go, know that this is only reverse speed. I don't know what to say about a setup. You can either have this, you can either have this, you can either have where is it? This probably. I don't really recommend coded optics, probably want to use a quick baby build and just have like fully firepower and put this, and there you go, you have fully 450 meters. I mean, there are so many things to put on this vehicle. Like on top of that, you really need HP, just because you obviously have 150 less than the T55A. But yeah, the vehicle itself, let's actually make an a conclusion about it. You pretty much invest everything into those space protection shields, and the vehicle is just way too slow for a medium tank. It obviously, you have really nice APCR pen on standout. They basically mean you can make credits, but once again, you are fairly slow. You don't have the view range. You don't have what else did I have? You don't have the hit points. You don't have the firepower. Actually, not the firepower. You obviously have 390 alpha damage, but you don't have the gun handling, and it's a bit of a stinker in my opinion. But obviously, I know the vehicle is gonna be form. Most of the tanks that are having the armor are just performance, but 5 degrees of gun depression, it is gonna be more like a tank that is gonna be struggling on most of the maps, and is gonna be frustrating to play and to play against. Other than that, is the vehicle gonna worth the 50 euro at maximum? Actually, either 50 to 100 euro or up to 500 euro. I just guess now it is not really special. It doesn't have any new special mechanic. It's not gonna be overpowered, and I just don't want to promote, like a big sellout on this vehicle, considering it is an loot box exclusive. Hopefully, it's gonna be sold for credit, not for credit, God's sake, for a price in a premium store. But yeah, once again, it is not really catching my opinion. It's not really catching my eyes, and on top of that, the vehicle seems balanced. I mean, it is not gonna be overpowered. It's not gonna break the matchmaking, but it's just gonna be annoying to play. It has way too many weaknesses, and it is just kind of need to invest everything in one point and just make use of that. This was the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you legends around. Bye bye.